Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Comet Conversation. And today's program is focused on the Comet P.R.I.D.E program at Harris Elementary School. And we are joined on today's show by Beth Schwartz, principal at Harris Elementary, and Nick Quarando, phys ed teacher at Harris Elementary. First of all, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Well, I've heard a lot about this program, the Comet P.R.I.D.E program, and if you could maybe share with our viewers a little bit about the program and how it works and maybe how it originated, that would be great.
So Mrs. Waller over at Powers, she and I were doing some brainstorming with Mrs. Walker, our special education director, about things that we could do to help our students learn to make good behavior choices. And we decided we wanted to learn more about a program. It's called PBIS, which is all about positive behavior intervention supports. And so each building gathered a team of teachers, and Mr. Quarando was one of the teachers that came with us. And we went to the state support team to learn about what it means to integrate positive behavior into your school. We went back to the building and sat down with staff and talked about how we could make this a part of our school environment. And we came up with the acronym of Comet P.R.I.D.E. And P stands for positivity, R for respect, I for initiative, D for diligence, and E for etiquette. Those were traits that we felt it was important for our students to display on a regular basis. And then we talked about how can we teach students about Comet P.R.I.D.E. And we pulled Mr. Quarando in with his excellent acting skills. Mr. Quarando, do you want to tell a little bit about the movies we made?
Sure. And I have seen that video, and it's very good.
Yeah, it was really fun making sense. Usually I was always the good kid in school, so I got to start off being the bad kid, so that was pretty fun for me. But we thought, like, as a group, we came together and kind of figured out what were the things that we maybe needed to work on in the school. So those are where our videos were based on. And we kind of showed maybe things that we have seen in the past where we have seen some problems, and then we kind of flipped it around and showed obviously the good choices, what we want to see happen. So that's what the videos were based on, and to me as a teacher, I've seen a turnaround this year already, and I think probably in the next few years we could even kind of tweak them and hopefully make it even more successful.
Absolutely.
Well, and one of the things I think is so neat is that, obviously the academic areas are a very important part of our educational program, reading and math and all those, kind of core content areas. But I know here in Amherst we also believe that, things like character development is also a very, very important part of our educational program, and teaching youngsters what it means to make good choices and all those kinds of things. Do you want to talk about that just a little bit more, or maybe expand on that,
Yeah.
or why it's so important from your perspective as a building principal?
Absolutely. Well, a building just is a happier place to be if everybody is making positive choices. And we want our building to be a place where kids enjoy coming to school every day and teachers enjoy working, but also we want our students to grow up to be good people. And these are just characteristics that all good people should display. And so we felt it was important to teach these traits, and we also felt it was important to find a way for parents to be able to communicate with their children about the Comet P.R.I.D.E program. So one of the things we brainstormed was, if we see a student display Comet P.R.I.D.E during the day, we'll give them a Comet P.R.I.D.E sticker, and they put it on their shirt, and it says, "Ask me how I showed Comet P.R.I.D.E." And that way, any teacher they see during the day might be like, "Wow, what did you do?" So they're getting that recognition all day at school, and then when they go home, Mom and Dad see that sticker, and that leads to a great conversation at the dinner table about what did you do today to make great choices.
And that becomes a source of pride for
Yes,
Mom and Dad.
Absolutely, and they should be proud.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I just want to say thank you for your work with this program. Again, I'm a big believer in, obviously the academic things are important, and we want to focus on those, but programs like this, I think, are really such a key ingredient, to what we do here in Amherst. And just want to say thank you, and definitely keep us posted.
We will.
And in closing, thank you for viewing today's program. And if you have any questions about the Comet P.R.I.D.E program at Harris, please feel free to give Beth Schwartz a call at Harris Elementary. She would be happy to talk with you further. Again, thank you so much for your support, and go Comets!